Parents of LSU student who died from alcohol poisoning during a fraternity hazing 6 years ago is awarded millions by a jury. That jury awarded the parents of 18-year-old Max Gruver $6 million. His death also inspired some overdue legislation. Here's Chris Rosado.
It's been more than 6 years since Stephen Gruver and his wife Rayanne have held their son Max in their arms. This is them back in 2019.
Having to relive that night over and over is extremely emotional. It's very difficult, and it's hard to put into words just how painful it is.
It's just grueling.
But today they can breathe a little deeper, knowing their son's wrongful death case has been put to rest and justice has been served. Gruver died in 2017 after consuming an enormous amount of alcohol during a fraternity pledge ritual. Prior to this week's trial, the Gruvers had settled all of their other civil lawsuits with the other fraternity members, including their case with LSU and Pi Delta Theta.
I hate that it even had to come to this, but it did. And this shows us a set of parents that took up for their son and went a long way with it.
District Attorney Hiller Moore has stood close with the Gruvers through the years, and he says as unfortunate as Max's death was, he leaves behind a legacy of prompting lawmakers to pass the Max Gruver Act in 2018 to help prevent this from happening to another parent.
So that has changed for sure the landscape of hazing in Louisiana from a legal standpoint. But this family is going around the country. One
of the other lawmakers who passed legislation around the incident was Republican Senator Franklin Foyle of Baton Rouge.
A few years back, I passed a bill after this event to basically protect whistleblowers who would come forward and report these types of incidents.
Senator Foyle says he believes the legislation in response to Max's incident lays the groundwork for better days ahead.
There will probably always be at least some hazing out there moving forward, so it's important that the university also uses the tools we've given the university to stay on top of these situations and make sure that you don't have any hazing events in the future.
The jury awarded $6 million for the loss Max's parents suffered and an additional $100,000 for Max's suffering while being hazed and in the final moments leading to his death. LSU will pay out $875,000. The family says they will continue to honor their son by educating young men and women on the dangers and consequences of hazing. Max's father, Stephen, says kids should receive education around hazing before they head to college.